Hey yo, peace. What's good, everybody? You know, it's your man Honorable October 9. It's the Art of Thinking Out Loud Live Common Sense Analytics. And tonight, what I wanted to talk about is how social media can not even how social media alters our perception. And when I say alters our perception, I'm not just talking about like the normal things. We could run through a whole litany of why social media can be damaging or whatnot. But what I want to focus on right now is the filtering and the cosmetic approach that's more psychologically damaging than we know. And so, what I want to do is, I want y'all to check out something. I found a video. Y'all know how we do. We have to, you know, have a relevant video for the discussion. This video tonight is by my man Visual Venture. It's called How Social Media Destroyed Generation Z. And the chapter that I want y'all to take a listen to is about filtering and about what it does to us, not just psychologically, but emotionally, how it's changed a whole generation of people, not just young folks, but we're talking about like, and when I say a generation, I'm talking about everybody in the now, from the young to the old, how we look at not only ourselves, but the world around us. But I want y'all to check out something and tell me what you think. And I'm gonna give you my analysis in a sec.
We're constantly bombarded with photos of people showing off their best lives when in reality it's fake. The fake and filtered generation. With green screens, filters, and some editing magic, you can pretend to have the dream life that people aspire to have. But what's the cost of blurring the lines of reality and fantasy? In 2019, the beauty industry generated around $532 billion. This shows just how much society cares about physical appearance. Being beautiful can be expensive. Makeup, haircuts, plastic surgery, all of the costs can add up. This is why some people have turned to cheaper, more accessible alternatives to improving their look. Alternatives that can be found inside your phone. Ever since digital photos were popularized in the 90s, editing photos has become the norm, but it's since evolved past fixing lighting and removing pimples. Now you can change your entire face in seconds.
说我本人和视频长得不一样，我笑了，美颜都开到底了。
In a survey by the City University of London, it was found that over 90% of young people in the US, UK, and France use filters. Meta, the company behind Instagram and Facebook, have also reported that over 600 million users have used filters. But with so many people relying on filters nowadays, how do we know what's real and what's not?
Now, hold on, just a sec. I want to say something. Let's think about the fact that, like he said, with everybody using filters right now, nobody knows what's real and what's fake anymore when it comes to actual people. He gonna talk about a girl that she ran a whole like online viral presence through nobody really knowing what this girl looked like and the way the whole situation unfolded. It's wild, but it just goes to show that you can exist in a whole nother world, a filtered kind of reality, And it's all courtesy of social media.
The latest viral TikTok filter is causing a stir. It has users divided over the way it instantly changes how they look compared to what they see in reality.
This filter should be illegal. Here's the real me.
With filters now a form of deception, it's easier than ever to go viral for good looks. But at the end of the day, filters can fail, which is the harsh reality that this influencer had to face. With over 100,000 followers on the Chinese live streaming site Douyu, Your Highness Chao Bailu was a fan favorite streamer. And forgive me because I don't really know how to pronounce her name. She became famous on the site for her sweet voice and looks, with many of her supporters seeing her as not just a streamer, but a goddess. Her fans were said to worship her, sending her thousands of dollars. Her most loyal fan gave her over 100,000 yuan, which is almost $15,000. Although Bailu was praised for her beauty, she never streamed with her face showing, using a GIF to cover it. But fans still idolized her from the few photos that she posted of herself on social media. But the truth couldn't hide forever.
Yo, check this out though. Now you see they said that the truth couldn't hide forever. We about to find out what the truth is.
2019, the Douyu platform glitched and the GIF covering Bailu's face disappeared during a live stream. Bailu, who wasn't looking at herself, continued the stream as normal, but slowly she started realizing that something was wrong. Her viewer and follower counts kept dropping until
They saw her face and was like, what the hell? See, but that just go to show you people can live in a whole nother reality. This is crazy.
Had no choice but to find out the root of the problem. And that's when she realized that her real face was being broadcasted to her viewers. The beautiful woman that fans had been obsessing over didn't exist. Bailu filtered herself to the point where she looked like a different person. To make things worse, she also lied about her age, appearing to be in her 20s or early 30s, but she was actually 58 years old.
Yo, 58 years old. And she was the complete opposite as far as physically how she claimed she looked. But she was old enough to be not just these kids' grandmother. This is the world we live in. You don't have to be who you are to be somebody. Wow.
Insane. Not only did Bailu filter her pictures, she also made false claims. During her live streams, she would entice viewers to send money by setting donation goals to see her face. She would make comments like, I can't show my face until I get a certain amount because I'm a good-looking host. Some fans donated over $14,000 worth just to try and get her to remove the GIF. Everything about her was a lie, and
now you see why scamming is at such an all-time high. We live in a filtered reality. She had people giving her up to like $15,000. And once she got busted, she still had them giving her up to $15,000. This is wild. We're gonna check out the rest of this segment, and then I'm gonna tell y'all I'm gonna give y'all my commentary on it.
Fans were not happy. Many of them ended up unfollowing her or requesting refunds for the donations that they gave her. She was even banned off platforms like Weibo after the controversy. But your face isn't the only thing you can change. In fact, editing your body is just as easy and sometimes even harder to detect. Karina Irby is a fitness influencer with over 1.3 million followers. She shows off her workout routines, lifestyle content, and most notably, body positivity. Her most popular Instagram posts are pictures of her in bikini showing off her cellulite and other so-called flaws. In these posts, she would always encourage her followers to embrace their natural selves and not fall victim to societal beauty standards. She has built her entire online presence around being open, transparent, and honest with her viewers. She's even made a post calling out people who Photoshopped themselves, where she did a side-by-side comparison of her photos with and without editing. In the caption, she wrote, "We create our own beauty standards. Be the change you want to see." But words are just words. In this case, Karina's actions revealed that she may not be who her fans thought she was.
This has to be the biggest amount of hypocrisy I've ever come across in doing these stories. Welcome to the show, Karina Irby.
On May 10th, 2020.
Yeah. Now we're about to see another example of the first girl hid her face. This girl actually altered her body. We're going to see just how deep this rabbit hole goes.
23, John Dorsey, otherwise known by his online handle GoogU2, posted this video exposing Karina for editing her photos. John is a content creator and fitness coach himself, and his content focuses on telling the truth behind popular influencers in the fitness space. John did an analysis of her posts and found something surprising. He spotted multiple editing fails where tables, walls, and other structures near her waist area were bent, alleging that they were morphed. John also goes on to criticize Karina for being a hypocrite who openly
I keep trying to tell y'all, the internet always wins. People are going to find Photoshop. We investigate too deep. And it's nothing wrong with using filters, but you can't be trying to filter your whole background and reality to be something else. But dude is tearing her apart.
bashes people who edits their photos while she does the same thing. He also calls her out for building a brand on being real yet being fake herself. Like most internet controversies, Karina's Photoshop fails were soon forgotten. But a few months later, on October 1st, 2023, John returned with yet another video on Karina.
A body positive influencer that has been outed for editing her photos on my page again? Karina Irby.
Turn your passion into your profession.
See, and that's the wild thing just about this whole thing is
That after his first video, Karina's legal team sent
the crazy thing about it is these people can do this. And then what you're about to see is that even when you start calling them out, they could take legal action. Check this out.
him a cease and desist letter, but he revealed that after his first video, Karina's legal team sent him a cease and desist letter, but he had no intention of following it. In this video, he once again showed another case of Karina editing her picture, which was recent.
You edited this photo so much, it warped space and time.
This time, Karina actually responded directly to the allegations. She posted these two stories on her Instagram admitting to her editing fail. She claimed she was trying to remove a slip up, which is why the windscreen in her photo was warped. She also wrote, "In my defense, this edit doesn't do anything flattering to my body." With so many influencers faking their beauty, what impact does this have on the internet generation? According to research conducted by the Dove Self-Esteem Project, by the age of 13,
Now, I want y'all to check out something. Check out these statistics. Just check out what this research says.
According to research conducted by the Dove Self-Esteem Project, by the age of 13, 80% of girls have downloaded an app or filter to change their physical appearance. The City University of London also reported that out of a group of 175 participants with an average age of 20, 90% of them have admitted to using filters or editing their photos. This shows that influencers like Bailu and Karina actually make an impact. To look more like the stars they see online, Gen Z edits their faces and bodies. Then they compare themselves to the fake version they created, hurting themselves even more.
People like with filters are like people with the unimaginable bodies that are all fake, all fake and perfect, and it's like, why can't that be me, you know?
There are millions who look up to influencers thinking that they can trust them, and having faith in them can lead to much worse than what we've seen already.
Yeah. That was something that I wanted to share with y'all because, you know, this is a problem that like we have that's rather wild. You know, just the whole concept, everything that comes along with it, with the whole thing of we live in this reality now where nothing is as it's organically or as it naturally came about. It's like right now, even the term natural is kind of a misnomer because it's attached to so many things that aren't natural because we now live in this filtered society influenced by social media, because what it does is we just looked at statistics where young girls by the age of 13 are already filtering themselves. And there's always a focus on like young girls filtering themselves, but it's like nobody ever talks about what some of these young boys are doing. It's like right now, as far as the whole filtering thing, we're seeing young men filtering themselves, because we now live in this generation where where you have to be symmetrical. Everything has to have straight lines. So you're seeing all the haircuts, like, everything has to be cosmetically just right. So people walk around nowadays looking like living filters. Nobody wants to look like whom they are. And it's nothing wrong with being clean, nothing wrong with getting yourself together. But there's a vast difference between being groomed and looking filtered, not liking the person in the mirror to the point where you don't want to be that person in the mirror anymore. And that's where we are now. We no longer even know who we're looking at online sometimes, because as you just got the example, you can be looking at somebody that's not even a real person. Y'all, welcome to our synthetic reality. This is just where we'll start. We'll finish this conversation a little bit later, because we got some other things that we're going to talk about. But y'all know it's your man, Honorable October 9, Art of Thinking Out Loud. Live Common Sense Analytics. Cincinnati's most controversial, because I talk about what these others won't, and I talk about what they don't. But y'all take it easy till next time. Yep.